season is finally here.
Yes! Yes! Praise God! Praise God! Hallelujah! I'm saved.
Yo, what's up, world? Welcome back to the channel, APW Sports, and it is finally here. Bear season is here. The game that we've been waiting for is right here, as the Bears are at home opening week 1 to take on those damn Green Bay Packers. And it's time for me to give my preview and predictions as to if the Bears will win, what are things going to look like, what are our thoughts, all that. We're going to do that in this preview and predictions video. We're going to do these every single week before every single Bears game. Now, they're probably going to drop maybe Thursdays or Fridays, depending on my own personal schedule. But make sure you guys be on the lookout and leave this video a like, as it helps the channel to grow. And if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you will not miss any of these videos, and as well as my reaction videos to after the Bear games. But let's time to preview the rivalry part 1, Bears versus Packers 2023. Without further ado, let's dive into it. First, we're going to look at the Bears offense led by Justin Fields and DJ Moore going up against the Packers defense led by Kenny Clark, Preston Smith, and Jaire Alexander. One thing that I'm personally going to look out for is how are the Green Bay Packers going to match up with the Bears receivers and Moore, Claypool, and as well as Mooney. Now, we all know Jaire Alexander is one of the top cornerbacks in football. They have 3 very good wide receivers and finally a true number 1 wide receiver in DJ Moore. How are the Green Bay Packers going to match up with them with Jaire Alexander, with a guy like Darnell Savage at safety, Rasul Douglas, who has been very productive over the past couple of years for the Green Bay Packers? How are they going to match up with some of the Bears packages that they can throw at you? Some of the 2 tight end sets that the Bears are going to create with Kmet and as well as Robert Tonyan, and some of the plays that they're going to insert Mercedes Lewis in. How are the Green Bay Packers going to match up against these Bears wide receivers and tight ends? Now, I personally think that Jaire Alexander is probably going to get the DJ Moore assignment. DJ Moore is probably going to get some of that bracketed type of coverage because of his ability not only as a receiver to game change down the field, but just to turn short catches into long gains, and he picks up that yak. So we're really going to see how they're going to match up against them. How is this Bears offensive line with Nate Davis, who is questionable? We all know Tevin Jenkins is on IR, Kramer is on IR, and Darnell Wright probably being back healthy. Against this front with Kenny Clark, who's one of the better presences up front in the NFL, you have Preston Smith, who can get after the quarterback. Now, Rashawn Gary for the Packers in this game is questionable, so we're going to see if he's going to be able to go or not. But I'm interested to see how the Bears are going to run the football as well. Of course, you're going to have some packages for Fields. Khalil Herbert is the starter at this point. Foreman is probably going to get some rep, as well as Rashawn Johnson. I can see him getting some time and getting some carries. So I really think this Bears offense is going to come into this game and be balanced. I really think that this Bears offensive coordinator, Luke Getsy, is going to have this offense a little bit more balanced. It's not going to be as run heavy, especially with the weapons that the Bears have. I'm just interested to see, number 1, is this offensive line going to gel not only in the running game, but as well as in the passing game, so the Bears can succeed on some of those RPOs and some of those things that can utilize the ability of Justin Fields as a runner, as well as him throwing the football. It's just, I think, how they're going to utilize this against the Packers defense, who seen some of that over the last couple of years. So I'm really interested to see how that is going to turn out. I think they're going to probably, like I said, bracket a guy like DJ and is going to open it up for Claypool and Mooney. And Mooney has the yak and he has the ability speed of his own. So I really think the Bears receivers against the secondary, who is not the greatest, I don't think, in the Green Bay Packers. Of course, I know Jaire Alexander he's him. As much as I hate to say it, he's him. It's just how things are going to match up. And they have a really good linebacking core with Devondre Campbell and Quay Walker. It's going to be a tough matchup, especially with the defense like Green Bay's. I think Green Bay's defense is a very solid defense, as much as I hate to give them credit, but it is a very solid defense. And it's just interesting to see how Luke Getsy's play calling and the way he schemes up the offense with the new weapons, finally playing a full regular season game together. We didn't see too much of it in the preseason. So it's just like, how are we going to see everything match up when it comes to week 1? Now we're going to talk about this Packers offense led by quarterback Jordan Love going up against the Bears defense, which has a lot of new pieces. Now, Jordan Love, of course, we all know Aaron Rodgers has been the quarterback terrorizing us for years. How is he going to fare in this ball game? And we're already talking about a Green Bay Packers roster who has Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson both questionable for this ball game at the time of me recording this video. These two top weapons are questionable for this ball game. At the end of the day, it's just like, are they going to play? And I think if they don't, that drops the level of Green Bay Packers offensive efficiency down dramatically, because the wide receiving depth is just not there for the Green Bay Packers. Even though Jaden Reed, who from Michigan State is a rookie, had a very solid career at Michigan State, he's a rookie and he's still young. And if those two guys don't play, it's just, I don't see them really doing only but so much, even though they have a very extremely good running game led by Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. It's just, the thing I think is going to be key is, how is this Bears defense going to create pressure on Jordan Love? We all know this is basically Jordan Love's first season, even though he's drafted in 2020. This is his first season getting the reps in training camp, getting everything incorporated. How are the Bears going to apply pressure on him with Yannick Ngakoue, with a guy like DeMarcus Walker, Justin Jones up front? I really like what he did last year. The Zach Pickens and Javon Dexter, the two rookies that they drafted in the second round in this past draft, I really like the things that they have done. Now, they have a very good offensive line. I will give them credit with David Bakhtiari if he stays healthy. Great offensive lineman. Elton Jenkins, very good. Josh Myers from The Ohio State University, even though he plays for the Packers, he is a very good player. Runyon as well. So they have a really solid offensive line. The question is, are the receivers, Romeo Doubs and a guy like Christian Watson, going to play? Now, we know what the Bears have in the secondary with Brisker, who I think is going to have a tremendous season, Eddie Jackson, Kyler Gordon, Jalen Johnson on the other side. So at the end of the day, I really think that this Bears secondary, if they don't have Watson and Dobbs, are going to have a much easier job of carrying this field and covering the field, and of course throughout the game. And he had a linebacking core, Edwards and Edmunds, and a guy like Zach Sanborn. I think they are going to fly around the football. Now, it's going to be tough sledding with that offensive line and the way that they can run the football. And I think the Packers are going to run the football a little bit more to try to take some of the pressure off of Jordan Love in this ball game, to kind of ease him in. With the rivalry game at that, I think the Packers are going to try to come out and run the football a little bit more, especially without a guy like Aaron Rodgers. I think the running games are going to be key for both squads. So the keys, number one, is they must slow down Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon in this ball game. I think the running game is going to set up a lot of what the Green Bay Packers are going to do in easing Jordan Love into this ball game. So if you're able to slow down a bit of the running game, I think that's going to make them pass happy. And with a guy like Jordan Love, even though he looks solid in the preseason, this is just like his first full go. I don't see him doing too well if the running game is not working. And for the Bears offensively, I just really think, how are they going to incorporate all of the weapons and utilize those weapons that they didn't have last year? How are those guys going to incorporate themselves into this ball game and into this offense created by Luke Getsy? Here's the time that I give my pick and score for this game. And the winner of this game is going to be, I'm going to go with the hometown Chicago Bears in this ball game, and I'm going to pick a score of 24-17. Even though I don't see this being a shootout type of a game, because of the way both offenses are, a lot of what they do is control the clock, run the football, and I just think the Bears are going to make a few more plays on the passing game, especially with Romeo Doubs and Watson being questionable for the Packers, with the Bears receivers being healthy. Offensive line without Jenkins and a little bit of Nate Davis, the Bears are pretty much healthy. Even though they have a stout front in Green Bay, I just think the Bears are going to be able to run a little bit more of the football because of the element of Justin Fields' ability with his legs. They are going to have to control that. As the Green Bay Packers are going to have to account for that. I just think there's some of the things that they can do with the running game with now the weapons and the ability of Justin Fields throwing the football. I just think the Bears offensively are going to make a little bit more plays, and the Bears defensively, I just believe with everybody healthy and everybody in the lineup and the way that Matt Eberflus can call the defense, Jordan Love's inexperience and the injuries to the receiver position, I think they're going to make plays and create some turnovers, and the Bears are going to win this ball game 24-17 to open up the season 1-0. But that is all I have for you guys. Make sure you guys leave this video a like. Comment you guys' thoughts and your own score prediction down below. I would love to see what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. But I am signing out. Make sure you guys have a great and excellent day. And we cannot wait for Sunday. I'll see you guys at the reaction video. Peace.